What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So as we know, the Dallas Mavericks lost Jalen Brunson and didn't really have a chance to get him back. So today what I wanted to do, while we wait on a potential Donovan Mitchell trade, I wanted to do a post Jalen Brunson Dallas Mavericks rebuild after losing him and see what this team is going to look like going forward. Also, guys, I have a real quick plug for you guys. For those of you who have been asking me for a 2K share scenario, we have to give a huge shout out to Trevor, who at me on Twitter last night, and he showed me this 2K share scenario on Xbox Series X. I don't know anything about the PlayStation, so I apologize, or the last gen or whatever, how that's not working. But regardless, he at me and said, check this out. This is 100% accurate. And I looked at it and it looks pretty damn good. It's better than the one I have. So I think as long as it works, which I simulated a season and it worked, I'll be probably using this one from now on. So if you want a start today, off-season file, 2K share scenarios, here it is. Green gang, search that up, start today, not glitched. I had to change a little bit of settings, but other than that, man, it looks like he had like all the contracts correct, all the draft picks correct. So if you want to check this out, go ahead and download it. Wanted to really quickly shout out Trevor for adding me on Twitter last night and plug this share scenario because this one looks like it's pretty damn good. So try this one out if you're looking for a 2K share scenario to use if you're on Xbox Series X or S. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like in this one. Of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel, as we are trying to reach 26,000 subscribers as soon as possible. The support lately has been absolutely amazing. But as we look at this roster as it is constructed right now, you have Luka Doncic, Christian Wood, Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, Maxi Kleber, Tim Hardaway, JaVale McGee, Reggie Bullock, Dwight Powell, Javonte, or Josh Green, I should say, Davis Bertans, Frank Ntilikina, Jaden Hardy, and Theo Pinson. So this is your Mavericks roster. Looking pretty nice. Obviously, the Christian Wood trade was the big thing, and they lost Jalen Brunson. So it sounds like what they're going to do, though, based off what Jason Kidd was saying, that they're going to be running like a tall ball kind of lineup, like playing bigger. So it sounds like Christian Wood might be starting at power forward, while JaVale McGee is going to play some center for them. And then I would imagine sometimes they'll go to some lineups where Christian Wood is at center. But probably their best defensive lineup is when JaVale McGee is protecting the rim and not Christian Wood. So, yeah, I mean, that is what we're going to basically be doing. So let's go ahead and see if we can make this roster good today. So what I'm going to do, so right now as it sits, obviously, we need to move a few things around. So they said Dinwiddie as shooting guard. I mean, it really doesn't matter. So Dinwiddie and Luka. We can have Dinwiddie. Yeah, so they'll both go up if we move them around a little bit better. So Dinwiddie and then Luka as your guards. And then you have Tim Hardaway as your small forward, Reggie Bullock. And then, like I said, it sounds like they said, though, that they're going to have Christian Wood play the power forward for them. And then, so it'll be like Christian Wood at power forward. And then we'll probably have Dorian Finney-Smith, I imagine, start over like Tim Hardaway, to be honest with you. But although we will have some lineups where it is going to be different. So we'll have Dorian Finney-Smith still be the backup power forward. But it sounds like since they said they're going to play bigger, this is what the starting five may potentially look like. So we're going to go ahead and go to player progression now that we've changed those positions around. So Luka's up to a 98, Christian Wood 84. Everything's looking good. JaVale McGee going down is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. And then Jaden Hardy is somebody I do want to get into the rotation. He's been pretty good in Summer League, and maybe he's the Jalen Brunson replacement we're looking for. So we'll see if we can get him some minutes and have him be pretty good for us. Be kind of that guy we need to fill the void. So let's go look at this rotation now that we have it all together. So power ranking lands us at 14. So this is what your starting five has potentially maybe looked at, but of course they want to start Kleber for some reason. I don't know why. So proficiency is 3.5 perimeter centric. Can we 3.5 balance? We can. I don't know why we want to run Kleber, though. That don't make any sense. So Christian Wood is going to be your starting power forward. No doubt in my mind. So I'm going to have Kleber come off the bench, obviously. I like Max Kleber and all, but definitely don't want him starting over Christian Wood for this video. So we'll have Kleber move down, and we'll put forced non-starter on. That way he doesn't take over Christian Wood's role. So this is what the lineup could look like based off what Jason Kidd was hinting at. So it's Dinwiddie, it's Luka, you got Dorian Finney-Smith at the 4, or at the 3, I should say, Christian Wood at the 4, JaVale McGee at the 5, then Kleber, Tim Hardaway, Reggie Bullock, and Josh Green. So that's a pretty good lineup. I actually really like that a lot. I said I wanted to get Jaden Hardy some minutes, but Josh Green progressing up to a 78 overall. I guess what we could do is we can run a 10-man rotation this year, and then have, I guess we can have Jaden Hardy take over those Dwight Powell minutes. That way, Jaden Hardy gets a little bit of minutes here. So I want to see him progress as much as possible. So we'll run it like that. So this is what the lineup's going to be heading into this season, and I want to see how it's going to do. Dinwiddie, Luka is your starting backcourt. Dorian Finney-Smith, Christian Wood, JaVale McGee. I honestly think it's a pretty solid lineup you have in Dallas if this is what the starting five could potentially be, as Jason Kidd was hinting at. But as far as shot tendencies are concerned, I want to boost up Christian Wood quite a bit. Dinwiddie's going to have to step up now that obviously Jalen Brunson is gone. So yeah, I definitely want that up a little bit. and then Dorian Finney-Smith. We're going to have to boost these up. So these shot tendencies are a little bit low, not going to lie. I'm actually curious to see if he has some shot tendencies fixed on around the league. I'm going to see. Like, Anthony Simon's shot tendency is so low. I'm just going to boost that up for the Blazers because he's going to take a lot of shots, but I need to fix that another time. I will. But regardless, we're going to roll, just focus on the Mavericks, obviously. So Luka's not nice. So, yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I think we'll run it like that. Kleba, same thing. Let's boost that up a little bit. Get it to like a 55-ish, something like that. Reggie Bullock, same thing, kind of thing. And then JaVale McGee doesn't have to shoot a lot. So, I'm okay with that. Josh Green, boost it up maybe a little bit. And then Jaden Hardy has got an 85. So, he should, pull some shots. I will. But proficiency is a 3.5 balance. Let's run this system. Let's run this lineup. Let's see if this team is still a playoff team, even with Jalen Brunson gone, which I think they are. So at the end of the season, James Harden actually wins MVP. So that's actually kind of cool to see that James Harden wins MVP for once. I don't see that too often anymore. Chet wins Rookie of the Year on the Thunder, so that stays the same. Drummond, 6th man on the Chicago Bulls. Giannis, Defensive Player. Edwards wins Most Improved Player. That's also really cool to see. And then Doc Rivers, Coach of the Year on the 76ers. And Jacob Park is your executive. So all NBA first team, you have James Harden, Trae Young, Giannis, Tatum, Jokic. So no All-NBA first team for Luka, but he does get All-NBA second team, so that's cool. Shea, All-NBA second team, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. And All-NBA third team, Cade Cunningham, LaMelo Ball. So you got 2 young players here. And then you got LeBron, Jimmy Butler, Anthony Davis, All-Defense first team, and All-Defensive second team. So kind of what I figured. We are in the playoffs. We are the 4th seed in the Western Conference. So I figured we'd still be a playoff team. 24 from Luka Doncic. You got 8 assists, 16 from Christian Wood, and then 14 from Dinwiddie. 14 for Dorian Finney-Smith. So like I said, today is the first time I'm using this file ever. And like I said, I checked it out briefly. It looked pretty good to me, and I think it was better than the one I had. So I was just updating my own, and I definitely was behind on some things, and he had like almost everything perfect. So I was cool with just rolling this one going forward. So again, when I download it, go ahead. I obviously plugged it in the beginning. But Christian Wood, Luka Doncic, can we go ahead and beat the Portland Trailblazers in round 1? So Portland, for instance, has Dame, Simons, Josh Hart, Jeremy Grant, Nurkic, Gary Payton, Nasir Little, Shaden Sharp, Trendon Watford, Drew Eubanks, Keon Johnson. So a pretty solid lineup they have in Portland. But let's see if we can beat them. Somebody current round. We are definitely bigger than they are, so this is going to be interesting. Somebody current round against Portland, and we're going to drop down 3-2. We could potentially force a game 7, and we do. So we're going to a game 7 with the Portland Trailblazers. So this is going to be a big one. Actually, what I want to do for this game 7, since we are in the playoffs, I think it's time to run just like a 9-man rotation. They want to start Reggie Bullock, which I guess is fine. It definitely sucks to see Jaden Hardy out of the rotation. How did he do anyway in year number 1? Let's see. Let's see how he did. So Jaden Hardy, he had 7 points. Not too bad. So I definitely like what we got out of Jaden Hardy. I'm hoping he progresses really nicely, and we can plug him into the rotation like consistently next year. So, all right, here we go. Game 7 in Dallas. Got a fixed rotation. We get to beat, hopefully, Damian Lillard here. We can go to the second round here, even without Jalen Brunson. So, not looking good for us, though. I think it's safe to say we have dropped Game 7 unless we come back at the end, and we do not. So we do drop Game 7 to the Blazers. Mavericks do get eliminated, 35 from Luka, but it did not matter as we lost to the Blazers, who had 30 from Anthony Simons and 28 from Shaden Sharp, 25. Yeah, you're not. That's going to be a tough team to beat if Shaden Sharp is dropping 28 in the Game 7. So for rookies dropping 28, it's going to be tough. I'm hoping Shaden Sharp's like that in real life, but regardless, sibling playoffs, we lose in 7. Unfortunate ending, as we have the 76ers going on, but they lose the Pelicans in 5 games. So we got some work to do. Let's go straight to, I guess, player retirements we can look at real quick. LeBron retires. Carmelo retires on the Timberwolves. Let's go straight to the draft lottery, and let's see if we can get done here in the lottery. So as far as lottery is concerned, I mean, we don't have a draft pick, obviously. Hornets have the 2nd overall pick. Wizards number 3, and then 1 from the Rockets. Does our pick go to the Knicks this offseason? Pretty sure it does, if I'm not mistaken. And it does. We do not have our draft pick this offseason. Staff signing. I'm gonna get Jason Kidd back. I don't see why there's any reason. And then one thing about this file that's really cool is he almost has like every head coach correct, which is something my file doesn't have, other than Steve Clifford, because Steve Clifford's not in the game. But like Steven's in the game. Like my file doesn't have like Steven in there. So stuff like that I think is really cool about this file as well. So I do want Jason Kidd back, like I said. And we're going to fill this out a little bit. And then honestly, probably going to be looking to make a big trade this offseason, or just try to get like a somewhat of a good trade here just to make the roster a little bit better, because getting to the playoffs is good, but obviously we're trying to win a championship here in Dallas. So obviously we had no draft picks. So we're not worried about any rookies we were getting in that draft. So I'm going to accept Dinwiddie, and I'm also going to accept Reggie Bullock. I think there are 2 guys that we could either use in trades or just like as far as rotational pieces are concerned. Theo Pinson, obviously not too worried about. Christian Wood is a free agent. I definitely think I want to keep him around. Yeah, Frank Ntilikina, but Christian Wood is somebody I definitely want to keep in Dallas. We gave up a 1st round pick for him, so of course I do want him back. So Christian Wood, welcome back. Hopefully we can get him back. And then It looks like Darius Garland is not on his extension, and neither is RJ Barrett, so that's something I have to fix for this file. But they should return to their teams regardless. It doesn't matter too much. So Christian Wood, and then as far as everyone else is concerned, Kleba is a free agent, which I definitely think I like the idea of him coming back. Try to keep our pieces as much as possible. So I think the way we're going to improve is obviously a trade. So that's what we're going to be looking for. So let's see what trade we could get. So we got Dinwiddie at point guard, Luka, Jaden Hardy. So again, I want to get Jaden Hardy consistent minutes this year. So hoping we can do that. We have Josh Green, Reggie Bullock, Tim Hardaway, Dorian Finney-Smith. So we plan on still running like a tall ball lineup. Honestly, I think we need a better center. I like JaVale McGee and all, but he's going to continue to go down in overall. So I think we need to look for a better center to put on this team. And then we roll with what we got after than that. Because I like Dinwiddie, maybe replace him eventually as well. But I do want to get Jaden Hardy consistent minutes this year. So I definitely like him as our backup guard. But yeah, I like JaVale McGee. Maybe as a bench center, he's cool. But I want a better center than just JaVale McGee. So centers that we could get who could be available via trade. Let's take a look around the league, shall we? So I don't know if there's anybody that's going to pop up. Victor Wembanyama, not untouchable, but obviously it's because they just drafted him. So now they have Jabari Smith and Wembanyama. So that's scary. We got to pay attention to, obviously, the Rockets. But we got DeAndre Ayton still as an option. So it looks like the Suns gave him a contract. We can trade for Chris Paul if we need extra cap room in free agency as he is on an expiring contract. Is that the first time I've ever seen that? I feel like that's the first time I've ever seen that intel, but that's pretty cool. Nurkic, an option. James Wiseman, Gafford, Joel Embiid, Bobby Portis, but Jarrett Allen. Ooh, I love Jarrett Allen on this team, low-key. I would love nothing more to get Jarrett Allen here. Jarrett Allen. So Cleveland just had a rebuild type year. Man, would I love Jarrett Allen on this roster. Clint Capella also in a good option here in Dallas, but I think he's a little bit more realistic to obtain than Jarrett Allen. So Mitch Robinson. All right, I think my target's going to be either Capella or Jarrett Allen. I'm going to try to get Clint Capella from the Hawks, though, because I feel like I said, it's a little bit more of a realistic target, I feel like, for Dallas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer up, well, probably, what could we offer up to Atlanta that would make them happy? So I want to keep Christian Wood. We can have a Christian Wood Capella front court. So we want to give them probably like Tim Hardaway, for instance, could be in this trade. Tim Hardaway. And then let's say Josh Green. I would hate to give up Josh Green, or let's say well, that would be too much. All right, Clint Capella. What if we just trade like a first round pick? Tim Hardaway and a first round pick for Capella. Would they accept that? They do not. They want a second. Sure, I'm all ears. Let's go. Capella is now on the Mavericks. So now we have a brand new center. So Dinwiddie, Luka, Jaden Hardy, and then we thinned up the small forwards rotation a little bit. Josh Green, Reggie Bullock, DFS. Max Kleba, Christian Wood, and now you have Capella and JaVale McGee. So I think Capella is going to be a huge improvement on this roster, added on to the overall of the defense and just overall in general of this roster. So I like the Capella addition. Play progression, Kleba's down, Capella, Christian Wood, and Luka Doncic. And then obviously Dinwiddie and Dorian Finney-Smith are the two guys that are supposed to take pressure. And then Jaden Hardy is up 2 overall, up to a 76. So I want him to be a huge part of what we do this year. So hopefully Jaden Hardy can crack the rotation and become really freaking good for us. So, all right, let's go into season number 2, man. I'm excited, and I'm really happy with how that just went. So let's see what our rotation is going to look like after getting Capella to pair alongside Christian Wood. Made it to the playoffs last year, got eliminated. That's not good enough. So Dinwiddie, Luka, DFS, Christian Wood, Clint Capella, Maxi Kleba, Josh Green, Reggie Bullock, JaVale McGee. So I honestly, as much as I would hate to do it, I definitely think I want to get Jaden Hardy these last few minutes. Again, I want him to be a huge part of what we do this year. So 9-minute rotation. Yes, JaVale McGee is on the outside looking in. But he can come in circumstantial situations. All right. 4-star anywhere? No. So we're going to run it at balance system. We're going to run it this year again. Made the playoffs last year. Let's hope we can make it again this year. At the end of the season, another Philadelphia 76er. This time is Joel Embiid winning MVP. You got Victor Wembanyama winning Rookie of the Year in Houston. LeVert's your 6th man on the Charlotte Hornets. I actually like that for the Hornets. Jonathan Isaac, defensive player. Desumu's your most improved in LA. Very interesting. Jason Kidd, as we went 61-21 this year with the addition of Clint Capella on this roster. So I think things worked out pretty damn well. So I'll be a first team Luka Doncic. Again, making it obviously an all-NBA team. So 26.5 from him this year. 8 assists. Love to see it. Trae Young, Jason Tatum, Giannis, Joel Embiid. All-NBA second team. If we take a real quick look, all-NBA third team. And all-defense first team. All-defensive second team. So do we have Capella on here at all? Probably not, right? An all-rookie second team. So, okay. We are the first in the Western Conference. So we will take that after being the 4th seed and bounced out in round 1. So 26 from Luka, 18 from Christian Wood, 15 from Dinwiddie, 14 from Capella, 14 from DFS. So things are honestly going pretty well. And Jaden Hardy off the bench in his minimal amount of minutes, averages 10.5. So again, I want to continue to get this guy rotational minutes. Maybe, just maybe, he's the starter next year. We'll see. Josh Green with 11 as well. He's been really good. And then Max Kleba, 8 from Reggie Bullock. So really solid stats all the way around. We definitely have a very nice contributing roster around Luka Doncic. So we get the Houston Rockets in round 1, which is kind of not what I wanted, because obviously we have to deal with Jabari and Victor Wembanyama, and then obviously Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green. They got Bruce Brown somehow as well, Şengün. So obviously I'm very nervous for this. They got Russell Westbrook back in Houston. That's interesting. So what did he sign for? What is it? 17 million, 18. Why did the Rockets give Russell Westbrook a contract? That doesn't make any sense. Regardless, game 1, we are up 1-0. Good start. 38 from Luka and 11. So we love that. Jaden Hardy averaging 20, or got 20 in game 1. Love to see that. I'm glad Jaden Hardy is contributing on a high level here, man, because that is, I feel like, something Mavericks fans are very excited about, having Jaden Hardy on their team. I think he's looked good in Summer League, and I think he's on a guaranteed contract as well, out of for a second round pick. Okay, we're down 2-1. We're down 3-1, and of course we're going to lose to Houston, right? Unless we force the game 7, and we do not. So we lose in 6 after being the first in the West. What? You know, that's just my luck. I know. And then Houston's going to go all... No, they don't. Never mind. So we got the Celtics win the championship. That's so unfortunate. We get the first team that didn't lose. A lot of legends retiring here. We got Brook Lopez, Batum, Aldridge, Conley, Al Horford, Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, all going bye-bye. JaVale McGee retires as well. So very, very interesting. But draft lottery time. Let's see what we have here as far as lottery is concerned. The Knicks have a crazy amount of picks, but eventually those, wow, 6, 7, and 8 for the New York Knicks. Then Suns, Spurs, Thunder, and then Spurs have 5 from the Charlotte Hornets. Okay. Very, very interesting trades we got here, or very interesting draft pick situation I see. And we have the 29th overall pick. So, I mean, the 26th overall pick got us Christian Wood. So maybe, just maybe, you could turn the 29th overall pick into something good. Don't know what I'm looking for, because I kind of want to start Jaden Hardy this year. He's been really good, and I feel like if we start him, he could like contribute on a very high level. So that might be the game plan. So I don't think I'm going to make any crazy trades. I like what I have. The 29th overall pick is the only other thing. So we're going to jump in at 29 and see what we can get. So maybe we don't bring Dinwiddie back and we just rely on Jaden Hardy to be that guy. Or we have Dinwiddie be the 6th man, basically. So as far as draft, I don't know any of these guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and take you and be happy. So Mikey Williams, yeah, I don't know anybody at the end of the draft, but JT Nichols, welcome. So Bertans, I'm going to decline, and then Jaden Hardy, going to accept. Qualifying offers, Mason Jones and Josh Green. I'm going to go ahead and offer both the extended offers on those guys. And then free agency, Dinwiddie is a free agent, so we have to make a huge decision on him. Reggie Bullock's a free agent. So look at the rotation as is right now. You got nobody at point guard. You got Luka Doncic and Jaden Hardy. So what I want to do is I think I'm going to move Luka to point guard. So Luka's going to be my point guard. Jaden Hardy might be my starting shooting guard this year, which I'm okay with. And then you have Dorian Finney-Smith, JT Nichols, does not matter, Kleba, Christian Wood, and then Clint Capella. So I think I definitely need Dinwiddie back. So that's going to be somebody I definitely want back. Dinwiddie, I definitely want back. He only wants $9 million per year as well. So I'm definitely... Whoa, actually, we have some cap space, ladies and gentlemen. We might be able to get something different other than the guys we have out here right now. We have some cap space. We could re-sign all these guys, obviously, but we have some cap room. We got to use it, right? Let's see. What's our cap space right now? No, we don't. Wait, it says I have cap space, but it says I have negative 53 million. Huh. Interesting. Well, I guess if I renounce rights, I'll have cap space, right? So it looks like I have some money to use. So I don't think I can get like a LaMelo Ball or anything like that. That might be too, crazy. DeJounte, would love him. What do I need the most, though? I mean, I kind of like my roster as is. Now, I want to start Jaden Hardy. But I really like my front court, and then Dorian Finney-Smith I like. So I guess if I had to replace anybody as far as starters are concerned, it would be Dorian Finney-Smith, because like I said, I do want to go ahead and start Jaden Hardy this year. Could we get like Tyrese Halliburton? We're really close. Anthony Edwards, obviously I'd love him. Desmond Bane. Oh my goodness, what I love Desmond Bane here in Dallas. I low-key might have to do that. Although I just said I wanted to start Jaden Hardy, but dude, if I could have Desmond Bane next to Luka Doncic, that's somebody I've never gotten before either. But I want to start Jaden Hardy so badly, so I don't know if I should do that. Oh, I'm torn. What do I do? I wish I was live right now so you guys can tell me what you want me to do. But honestly, what is Desmond Bane restricted? He might be matched anyway. Man, okay. I think we've been the first seed. Let's just roll. I really do want Desmond Bane really badly. But let me get a good backup small forward. So what do we got? We got Bogdan Bogdanovic, Matisse Thybulle, Markkanen. Deni Avdija here as well would be kind of solid. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to sign Deni Avdija to a 3-year deal to be my backup small forward, or maybe my starter. And we'll have Dinwiddie play backup point guard. We're going to do that. So Dinwiddie is going to play, and Denny Avdia goes to the Wizards, which is fine because I forgot I have Josh Green as well. So I'll just get Josh Green back. So Josh Green and Dinwiddie. So we'll get Josh Green back. Man, oh man, how close I was to signing Desmond Bane, though. I'm not going to lie to you. So, all right. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we need a backup center, which I'll probably go for. So backup center, Andre Drummond. I mean, he's been pretty solid in the simulation. So I'll just sign Andre Drummond to backup Capella, and we're cool. All right, player progression. So, man, Desmond Bane would have been really solid, but I'm going to rely on Jaden Hardy to be that guy for us. So Jaden Hardy, he's up to a 76. He's not progressing all that well, which is unfortunate because I'm kind of relying on him to be really good, obviously. But that's okay. He has a high shot tendency. He scored 20 points in game 1. I believe in him. I believe in him. Desmond Bane would have been cool as well, but I believe in Jaden Hardy, and we're going to roll with it. So finally, we're back to normal as Luka Doncic does win MVP, which is what we usually see when I do rebuilds. Luka is always winning MVP. Almost 50, 40, 90 club, literally 0.2% away. 45% from 3, 28, 9, and 12 in a steal as well. Bronny wins Rookie of the Year on the Spurs. You got Mikey Williams winning 6-man on the Suns. Giannis Defensive Player. Kyrie Lewis most improved in Utah. And then Jason Kidd Coach of the Year. We went really good again, 58 and 24. So obviously we were just here a little bit ago and we lost to the AFC. So hopefully that doesn't repeat itself. Luka All-NBA first team. I was kind of hoping for like a Jaden Hardy most improved player, but I'm curious to see what he did this year for us. Mitchell's still in Utah, but that might change today. Who knows? So hopefully that trade doesn't happen until like after this rebuild's been out for a while. But hey, if it happens today, I'll have content tomorrow, like I said. So here we go, man. First team in the Western Conference. How did Jaden Hardy do starting at shooting guard? Was it worth the investment and not going for Desmond Bane? He averaged 15 points per game. I'll take that. It's not too bad. 17 from Christian Wood, 15. Hopefully high efficiency, 35% from 3. So a little bit more volume, which kind of leads to a little bit lower efficiency, which makes sense. And Dorian Finney-Smith did pretty good. 13 and then 10 from Drummond, 10 from Capello. So really nice 2-center duo there. And Kleba, Josh Green, and then JT Nichols obviously didn't get any minutes. But here we go, man. Christian Wood, Jaden Hardy, Luka Doncic, Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, Drummond, Capella. Can we go win a championship this year? We get the Portland Trailblazers in round 1. One of the teams that eliminated us. So a little nervous here. Hopefully we do not get eliminated by the Blazers because I've been the first seed and I've lost. Game 1, we won 1-0. 38 from Luka. Good start. Game 2, 2-0. 3-0. Can we sweep the Blazers? Yes, we can. We are on to the second round finally. We've been eliminated in the first round year after year. But now we get the Warriors who have Steph, Jordan Poole, Wiggins, Kuminga, Boogie Cousins back in Golden State. All right, man. Here we go. Game 1. We're down 1-0. Can we even it up? Yes, we can. Can we go 2-1? Yes, we can. 3-1, please. Yes, we can. Can we beat them in 5? Let's go. We finally get the run we deserve, and we get to play the team that upset us last year in the Western Conference Finals. Just making sure no other trade has happened. We are good as I'm recording this. All right, Houston. DeMar DeRozan, Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Jabari, Victor Wembanyama. How are they affording this? They still have Russell Westbrook as well, or did he like retire on them? He's not there anymore. Okay. So DeMar DeRozan is in Houston for some reason. They have a really good backcourt and obviously a really good front court. So let's just see what happens. Game 1, we're up 1-0. Good start. Beat them by 14. So maybe this time we got it. Game 2, we're up 2-0. 2-1. Okay, fair. They even it up. Yeah, of course they do. Okay, I'm going to 8-man rotation for this game 6 and 7 because I'm not trying to lose. So Jaden Hardy's still starter. That's good. Okay, here we go. 8-man rotation for this game 5. Big game 5. We got to win. Win or go home situation. Like, we can't afford to lose at home and then go to the road and expect to win. So here we go. Game 5. We got to win this. It's all or nothing here. This is like win or go home situation. Back and forth game. They take the lead and they're running away with it. And it looks like we're going to slip up here and lose by 7 in game 5. Okay. Got to win in game 6. There's no other option. Game 6. Win or go home for sure now in Houston. Can we beat them? Battle of the Texas teams. We got to force a game 7 back to Dallas. Oh my goodness, this is way too close for comfort. Can we do it? Looks like we got it unless we let them come back. I think we got it. Let's go. We're going to a game 7 back in Dallas. I did not mean to click play game. All right, we're going to a game 7 back in Dallas. Here we go. All or nothing. All right, sorry about that, boys. I had to step away for a very important phone call. All right, here we go. We're back. We are back. So here we go. Starting 5 is going to look like this. They want to start Josh Green for this game. Not sure how I feel about that, but you know what? Sometimes when you listen to 2K, it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Game 7 in Dallas. Got to win it or we're going home. Come on, baby. Let's go. We got to win the first quarter. We win the first quarter. Second quarter is looking good. It's a tie. Okay. Got the third quarter. Close game. I think we got this, man. We don't let them back in it. We got it. Let's go, baby. We are on to the NBA Finals. 21 from Jaden Hardy in that closeout game, averaging 15 points per game for us in the playoffs. And now we get the Orlando Magic. We have Lonzo Ball and Jalen Suggs as their backcourt. Paulo Banchero's coming off the bench for them, for crying out loud. They have Sabonis as well. Wow, definitely some weird looking rosters in this file. But you know what? Here we go. Game 1. We're down 1-0. We'll lose by 2. Game 2, down 2-0. We did all this to come down. Wait, even it up? Okay, we even it up. We're back. Can we go up 3-2? Yes, we can. Can we beat them in 6? Yes, we can. We can win a championship for the Dallas freaking Mavericks after losing Jalen Brunson. That's what you get, Jalen Brunson. I don't even know if you made the playoffs the last couple of years. Once you get Donovan Mitchell, maybe you might. But regardless, we will take our W. We're going to walk away very nicely. Jaden Hardy was a huge contribution to that, so I'm proud of that fact. But I will take it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like if you did. But this is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.